Let's get going. Good morning. Rolling the ball up and down. Particularly vigorously this morning because, hey, it's the middle of the week, it's a sunny day in New York. Morning on. We're going back and forth across the knuckles and the pads of the thumb and the pinky. Let's take the ball and do the fingers today between the thumb and the index finger. Middle finger. Ring finger. And pinky. And then let's switch hands. Index, middle, ring, and pinky. And I think it's been a while since we tossed it up. So let's toss it up. Or you can toss it to a partner. Varying speeds, hands, tempo, direction. And 3, 2, and 1. Let's drop it on the floor. Assess how our feet are feeling and step on it 3 times with 1 foot right in the middle. Move it up to the knuckles. Go once across. Rotate on the heel, slide across the knuckles. Bring it back to the top of the heel and pivot on the toes as you slide it across the top of the heel. Step on it just below the first knuckle. Roll it down a little to the side of the top of the heel and step. And then over to the middle of the 5th metatarsal. Roll it down to the bones. And scribble. Three, 2, 1, reassess. And bring it to the middle of the other foot. Press down 3 times. Knuckles. Rotate on heel. Rotate on the toes. Hit the 3 points. Roll it down the bones. And scribble. Three, 2, 1, and let's get the ball out of the way, reassess. Let's do some good mornings. We'll do 12, 2. And 12, right into shaking the tree. Three, 2, 1, and center. Nice deep breath. Twist the waist, swing the arms. And center. Let's go right into marching in place. I'm jogging. So today we're going to do the 7 primal moves: squat, lunge, push, pull, bend, rotate, and gate. So there'll be squats involved in the squat portion of the 7 primal moves, of course. So I wouldn't do any squats here. You might want to do some side jacks or jumping jacks. I want to pick it up a little bit or a lot, or not at all. Be safe. After class is the 5 Tibetans. I'm going to, what am I going to do? I think I'll just sprint today in 5, 4, 3, 2, 2, 3. "42, 23, and 25. 2 deep breaths. Placing the fingers, bringing the hands up over the head, and reaching up. Pulling back into an extension if you can do that. Otherwise, wait for us, because we're coming back and bending to one side. And then the other. Center. Come down slowly. Press out the chest. And down. Come up. And separate the scapula and down, and up, and down, behind the back, come up, squeeze the scapula together, and come down, and go back up again, and down, and shrug. And roll back. And forward. Hands extended and rotate. Reverse direction. One palm is up, one palm is down, and we're flopping and flipping. Bring the arms in front, fingers pointing up, and pull back on the fingers as they are extended up. My clock was blocked. Whoops. Fingers down. And flop the wrists, pressing just above the knuckles. Other hand. Fingers down. And flop the wrists. Bring one hand across the body, right below the neck, press on the elbow. Then the other. First hand behind the back, pressing down. Other arm. Rotate the neck. And reverse direction. Nod. Go ear to shoulder on both sides. Look up. And look down. One shoulder. And then the other. Let's swim. And go to a backstroke. breaststroke. And a side lunge, stretching the inner thigh. Other way. And let's turn to one side. Press down on the back heel and stretch the calf. Or put your hands against the wall if that's easier for you, or the back of a chair. And then the other. And let us grab a stick. We'll get those hamstrings later. And we're going to roll it out in front. And reverse. Go laterally. And reverse direction. Flip-flop. Hold it at the chest and flop the wrists. Push out. Three lunges up to one side. And three down. Other side. Up. And down. Bring the stick behind the back in the crook of the elbows. And twist. You can go back in extension. Go back up, tuck in your chin, and peck like a pigeon. And you stick up front and over your head and down, back. More, and up to your neck. And twist the body keeping the head and hips facing forward. I think I saw my head turn there. All right, bring it behind you, like so, and your one hand, top hand here is, the palm is facing forward, other is facing backwards. Separate your legs, a little wider than hip width, and if you can, bring the stick down to the floor and really stretch out your hands and look up over your shoulder. And then bring the weight to one leg, lean a little bit that way, and then bring the weight to the other leg, and lean a little that way. Back to the first leg, and then the other way, and come up. Reverse the position on the hands, and bring the stick down the other way. Looking over the other shoulder. And bring the weight to one leg, and then the other. Back to the first, and then the other, and come up. Put the stick in front. We'll go up on our toes for 15, 14, 13, 11, 10, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down, and up on our heels for 1, 2, 3. 14 and 15. Okay, we're going to do the primals. Starting with the squat. You can do it however you want. You can take a chair and put the stick down and get up and down, 12, 15 times, whatever you can do in the time. You can do it without the stick, just do regular squats, going down as low as you want. But I'm going to do a low squat and hold it for 25 seconds. If you're going to join me on the low squat, separate your feet more than usual. Have your toes pointed out at 45 degrees and come down and hold. 1, 2, 3. If you need a stick, by all means, have the stick in front of you. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and come back up. If we have time, we'll come back and do some more squats at the very end. All right, we're going to do a lunge. Again, choices. You can do a forward lunge. You can do it with a stick or holding on to the back of a chair or having a wall next to you. You can do a back lunge, same thing, holding on. Or what I'm going to do is forward and then back. I'm going to do 10 on each leg. 1, 1. Then I'm going to the other leg. So that's 1. 2. I gotta switch legs. 2, 2. having trouble switching my legs. Wait a second. Okay. I'm going to do one more, I think. Hey, I got all my sequencing off there, I must admit. So if you didn't, you did better than I did. All right, we're going to do some pushes. You can do a push-up against the wall. You can do a push-up on the floor, on your knees. You do it on your toes. Or I'm going to do a reverse push-up. So whatever works for you. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. We're doing 10. 5, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You can get up. We're going to do a bend. So either grab a pole or we're going to combine, right after we do the bend, we're going to do a pull. And if you want to pull, we can pull on the stick, or if you want to use lightweight or something like a dumbbell or some cans, you could do that too. The stick, I think, is easier, at least this first time around. So we're going to bend over, unlock your knees, go down as far as you can, get the stick on the floor. If you can, put your hands down as far as they'll go. Your knees are not locked, but they're not bent much. And you're hanging. You can feel it in the hamstrings. Your back is bent over. And go to one side, twist to one side. And then the other. And come back to center and pick up the stick or the weight or whatever you have on the ground there. And straighten out your back so that it's in neutral. Meaning the spine is straight. Your knees are not locked, but they're bent slightly. And pull that stick up to your chest and your elbows are out. And then go back down. Again, your back remains neutral, straight, spine, and come up. 2. Down, up. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 10. All right, and finally gait, and you could use the stick for this or not. We're just doing the toe 12, 3, 6, 9. 12, 3, 6, 9. We'll do 5 on each. And 9, and then the other foot, 12, 9, 6, and 3. Good. Shake it out. Put those hands together. Cultivate chi. Form a chi ball and let it dance you around. Come to center. 2 breaths. Fingers, thumb behind the back at the base of the spine. Step out, gather in starlight. Centering and going to the other side. Centering, 2 breaths. And open our hearts. Pausing on this inhale and letting it go. Centering, 2 breaths. And breathe out chi from above. And below. And aha. Namaste.
Tom?
Yes.
Thank you, Tom.
You're welcome, Ken. Take care.
Okay.
Suzanne, hi. Hal, did you have a question? No. Okay. Got some Five Tibetans coming up. Hey, Don. So we'll go out. Just my reminder that if you don't want to do the turns, just twist at the waist, swing the arms. We'll do up to 11. And take 2 breaths. I'm going to go down on the floor. In the modified version, the feet have the soles on the floor. Hands are by your side with the palms down or underneath the small of the back if you need support in your lower back. If you need it at your neck, then put them under your head. We're going to lift the head, neck, and shoulders at the same time that we lift the soles of the feet and bring them right back down. They don't come up much, a couple inches on both. In the unmodified version, the feet are extended as you lift your head, neck, and shoulders. I'm going to do 6 and 5. Starting now.
I'm sorry.
1, 2, 7, 11. Take 2 breaths. And we get up on our knees. Can't do extensions, just lean back on your knees and come forward. If you can do extensions, back and forward is 1. Up to 11. 2. 6. And 11. Take 2 breaths. And we'll sit down. In the modified version, the soles of the feet are again on the floor. Your hands can be by your side as they were before or behind you. You find that easier with the fingers pointed away. Unmodified version, the feet are extended both ways. You come up into the table. Starting now. 1, 2, and 11. Deep breaths. And turn around on all fours in the modified version. And just come up in the cobra and back. In the unmodified version, you start in a down dog and come into an up dog. I'm going to do 6 of those and then go into the modified version. 1, 2, 3, and 11. Come around, sit down, cross our legs, whatever's most comfortable. What do we feel like doing today? We're going to rotate at the waist. You can do it sitting up. You can do it bending down. We'll do 6 in one direction, 5 in the other. And when you're done, switch position your legs. Whatever was on top goes on the bottom. Whatever was in front goes behind. I started on top, but I got a cramp in my calf, so I went the other way. Still got that cramp. All right. 5 in the original direction, 6 in reverse. And on that last round, stretch out right in front of you. Take a deep breath to the count of 4 and exhale to the count of 6. One more time. Move to the left leg. Inhale 4 and exhale 6 twice. And then the right leg. And come up. Namaste.
Thanks, Tom.
Hi, you're welcome, Jonathan.
Thank you, Tom.
AK, all right, Mira, have a good one.
You too.
Enjoy the sun.
Have a good day.
Hal, you too.
Is the weather beautiful back east?
It is, yeah, and it's warming up. It was a little chilly this morning, but it's beautiful
Yeah.
sunny day. Going to get close to 70, I think.
Oh, really? Yeah, it's sunny here.
Hmm.
Have a good one, T. See
All
you
right.
tomorrow.
You too, thank you.
It's sunny here too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but then it's always sunny here. So we dance when it rains. We do the rain dance.
Even up
But-
there, huh?
Oh yeah, it's not as bad as some, south, but
Right.
it's pretty bad. Yeah.
Because Itzhak said it was cloudy down his way.
Well, in the mornings it often happens. It's called the June gloom that
Oh.
comes on in May or April or whatever. But it's called the June gloom.
Okay.
That's how it is.
All right.
And it was a pleasure seeing you.
Good to see you.
And
See
we
you.
shall see you tomorrow.
Indeed.
And yes. Goodbye, Hal, my beloved. Look at Hal. He's so adorable. That mustache, if I were just younger, I would try to seduce him, but